that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out comes this offense now, late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Lance now on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Again, it's Lance. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up. So we come upon halftime. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bulls continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now Lance again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Second and 14. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up!
And 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And Lance's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go! Let's go!
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Bulls are able to stretch out their lead. Lance looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll look to throw. Slant pass to Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Lions. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. A smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bulls are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He completes it to Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 9 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lance now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Jacobs there to make the grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the